see if I can remember how to play. It looks like DLC to me. Bum 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 bum. Oh, Liz is playing. A big meteor fell from space. Let's investigate the volcanic island that arose from the ocean on impact. Okay. Well, that's probably not good. Waddle these nuts. God, I really hope I don't just get my ass beat the hell up. I can't believe it. It's just like the legend says. Oh. So many meteors rained down so suddenly. Everyone was shocked, even me. A big one fell close to the town, so we all went out to see it. But I never thought a volcanic island would emerge from the depths of the ocean. Oh, hold on. I haven't introduced myself, have I? They call me Astronomer Waddle Dee. I study the mysteries of the universe. Since arriving from Popstar, I've been reading old astronomy books that were left behind here. First, I had to learn how to read this world's writing, though. It wasn't easy. Recently, I've been learning about the legend of the meteor. Needless to say, I'm shocked that it wasn't just a fairy tale. According to the legend, meteors have fallen to this world many times before. If this is the Star of Darkness mentioned in the legend, the star that brings disaster. Kirby, I have a really bad feeling about this. Something horrifying may be unleashed on this world from inside there. I'm scared. It's said that the meteors rain down with darkness and light, and the disaster born from the Star of Darkness consumes everything. Kirby's just like, huh? But the legend also says that if stars of light come with the meteors, disaster can be prevented. Do you suppose that shining stone is part of the crystal that surrounded the meteor? Gotta collect those shiny rocks. Oh, and they turn into little Pokemon. Hi. Oh my, it must be one of the stars of light. A small portion of the ceiling crystal has been restored to its original form. Oh, he says he's a starry. A mysterious voice just spoke inside my head. Yes, he says they're called starries. He says that when they gather together, the ceiling crystal will be restored. They can keep the Star of Darkness from coming back to life. Kirby, we've got to save the starries. We need to guide them here and stop the Star of Darkness. Starries may have landed in places where meteors fell. Let's start by searching the nearby plains. Kirby, let's hurry. I don't have to repeat levels, do I? Or are the levels different? Maybe they are. There's like alternate levels of each one. Which... we'll see if it's worth $20. Clear the stage, save the hidden starries. Okay. I do not remember this game's controls. I've been playing so much Bomberman. Okay, that's the tomato. Okay, and then I have a dodge. Oh, and then I ate a maximum tomato. Okay, right. Go on. Yeah. Honestly, it's been so long since I played this, I can't tell what's new and old content. Okay. Nope, don't see anything else. God, this game is so cute. Oh my god. Cannot break. Like, honestly, how can one character be so adorable? what did I get? Oh, hopefully it was something good. Shit! There we go. There's nothing else over there? Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna keep my sword. Because I feel like I vaguely remember how to use it. Oh, these are big levels. Okay. Probably should have kept the sword. That's okay though. There, no. Oh, yeah. Turn into something else anyway. I don't think there would have been anything back here, but... Well, I'm glad I checked. Is there anything else back here? No. Okay. That's just beautiful music, too. I don't know if I got everything. I don't think I did. Damn. Yeah, I only got 3 out of 5. I didn't even save the last... Oh. Man. Brutalized. Brutalized by ice. Well, it's my first time getting back into the swing of things. Yeah. It's just like last time. I'll go through the worlds, be cool about it, and then like redo them if I need it. Where was the stars? Oh, they're over here. Lost in Alival Mall? A trip to Alival Mall. Lost in Alival Mall. Okay. So then I gotta remember the last starry is not. I don't know why I thought the last starry would be, like the goalpost, I guess. Yeah, so I gotta look for starry flowers. Oh, that's right. Gotta remember. Oh, shit. Oh my god. What's going on, Lucis? Scared the hell out of me. Hi, Lucis. How is... You're playing Trails? Or not Trail. Yeah. Trails. I think I had a mini heart attack there. It's a lot of reading. I mean, I've heard a lot of things that the game is quite a bit of text, which is cool. I love the character and world building, but like, yeah, reading aloud. Woo! That's a lot. That's a lot to get through. Okay. Now let's see. 12 hours straight. Jeez. Well, sometimes you gotta get a 12-hour stream if you got the time. Even if you don't have the time. But yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do Kirby or Claire Obscure DLC first, and I'm like, well, let's just go with the Curbs, because Claire Obscure, I have heard that the DLC is a little, it's pretty tough, so I'm like, okay, I should probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to mix and match them a little bit. But yeah, right. I mean, just like, I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to play a very tough fight for Claire Obscure. Yes, yeah, I did. That one goes to ice cream. Oh. But yeah, Kirby's good. I'm trying to remember the controls. I have just been playing. I mean, I play a few games on the side as well, but like I have just been playing Bomberman for the past month, so it's like, you know, just the mindset of how gameplay works is different enough to sort of confuse the brain. I think eventually I was starting to have like, I don't know if this ever happens to you if you play a game for too long. I guess like people would call it like Tetris effect, so there's already, if you've ever had like the Tetris effect where you play a game for so long that you start seeing it in like just you start thinking about it, I guess, like while you're awake, or not awake, but you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. I feel like explaining it kind of sounds insane. Oh, whoops. Back around. But yeah, it's like, you know, you know how when you play a game for long enough, you just start hallucinating? It's like, oh. But yeah, that was happening with Bomberman a little bit. Definitely not the game where that's happened to me the most. I would say the one that happened to me the most was Binding of Isaac. Because that shit, played a lot of Binding of Isaac. Yeah, for sure. Whoops. Yeah. And having just like remembering gameplay too, like where it's like, oh yeah, let's bomb. It's like, can't bomb in real life. I mean, you can, but you know, prison is a harsh mistress. Oh shit, he's got a shield. Okay. I remember that I leveled up all the character abilities quite a bit, but I think Sword was the one that I was like the only one I got good with. But yeah, you know, human brains aren't, they got some flaws. I mean, to be fair, they are the most complex brain, but, you know. I mean, at least as far as I know, I guess. Oh, Kirby, there you go. I think it's probably like 3 or 4 hours. Let's see. Kirby, DLC, how long to beat? Star-Crossed World. Yeah, 3 to 4 hours, 6 to 8 hours for completion. So, decent size. I do think $20 is kind of a lot, but then again, you know, with how Nintendo is, it's like, that's just gonna be how it is. Yeah, no, I don't plan on staying up till 4 in the morning. Yeah, probably just the one more stream. I am definitely missing stuff. And I don't think that I'm gonna 100% this. I mean, I did 100% Kirby originally. Kind of my normal like 85%ing. Yeah, my goal normally is I should be in bed right around, I shouldn't stay up any later than 2:30. Like, I should be in bed and like ready to fall asleep by 2:30. That's my hard line. But it's funny because like on Saturdays I honestly end up getting maybe more sleep than I do on weekdays. I feel like weekdays I only get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but I'm so used to it where on like Saturdays it's like, okay, I'm gonna end up waking up later, and then it sort of makes me groggy because the human brain, and another flaw that it's, the brain is more used to, it wants to have the same sleep schedule instead of having, you know, more sleep doesn't necessarily help. Okay, yeah, I missed a whole bunch of stuff on this one. Can I just run back quick? Sleeps. I hate the fact that like there's so many companies and stuff that like pretend they know what's going on with sleep when it's like nobody really does. Like, and the best advice I've seen is just that like, hey, if you feel fine and refreshed, that's it. Like, it's, you know, you should probably not be sleeping like 2 to 3 hours a night, but like, oh shit. Okay, no, I can't go back. Well, never mind. I'll have to redo this level. There's no going back. Lucis, are you a 3 to 4 hour sleeper? You strike me as actually probably more than that. 3 to 4 hours is actually way too small. Yeah. Sometimes I spell numbers. I mean, yeah, I shoot for at least 5.5 hours. That's my, like, I really should just get that consistently. Stars are gathering. The ceiling crystal has gotten one step closer to its original shape. But yeah, I don't know. It always... I feel like the biggest thing is just the quality of sleep I get, because there's been times where I sleep 9 hours, but like, I don't know, I'm just uncomfortable or it's hot or something like that, and I'm just like fucking groggy, like so bad. And sometimes I sleep 4 hours, and it's really good sleep, so I feel just fine. Astronomer Waddle Dee, who you met at the volcanic island, has returned to town. Let's hear what he has to say. Star Guide Waddle Dee has come to town. He can teach you about the starries. Okay, I suppose I should talk to these guys. Call me Starry. I got a pal. Just ask me. Okay, so no, wait, no. I said no. Oh. Well, I guess it's whatever. I was gonna go here anyway. Nintendo always will just make, well, I guess not Nintendo. This is Hal. Or is it? Yeah, this is Hal. Always making weird design choices. Also, hello, Liddy. How's Westworld? Hal is the cute sibling who doesn't come around enough. You're always going back to Nintendo, and it's like, are you coming over here to just see my brother? Like, no. Why, did he say something about me? interesting. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this Kirby DLC. I know that you said you've already played it, Liddy. Makes sense. I mean, Kirby. Ooh, about a treasure. Yeah, Liddy, you're the Rife, the comparison of Rife to Bomberman for you to Kirby. You got that lore. Oh, the music is so good. I thought a lot of Bomberman music was good, but even just like booting up Kirby, it's like, damn. This shit fucking rules. I'm probably gonna need to bump that up. Probably like a 4, it's gotta be like 4 to 6 4-hour videos. I mean, they gotta sell the Switch 2 somehow. Which I believe Switch 2 sales are still going pretty strong. The last... Let's see. Switch 2 sales. Okay, let's see. I don't need to know how many sold. That's weird. There were 25 there's 25 PS4s sold. How's that work? It's not on the used market? Someone just bought a new PS4? Whew. 29 Xbox Series X's sold. This is last week or last month? Like in 2 weeks. Ooh, and then 103 Xbox Series S's? Shit, dog. That's okay. Hold on. I gotta move this over. You gotta see this. I know that they said that like the Xbox was getting outsold pretty hard by that like other random company. But like, okay, so PS4 25. Xbox Series X, which is a current console, 29, 103, 104, 149. PS5 Pro, 3,864. PS5, 6,033. Switch, 10,000. Switch OLED's... Switch OLED's still selling pretty good. Switch Lite, that makes sense. Everyone buys a Switch Lite. PS5 Digital Edition, 36,000. And then Switch 2, still a new game console, 313,000. God, the Xbox... That's crazy. That's so crazy that the Xbox is only selling like 50 units. Okay, hardware sales. Okay. So they're at 4 million sales. So let's see. Game console sales. Because I believe the Wii U sold 3.9 million. Let's see. Was it more than that? No, the Wii U sold. Okay, no, so the Wii U sold pretty good. But that was its total lifetime, where we're only what, like a year in? Yeah. I guess I never even thought to look at this. The Xbox Series X only ever sold. Is this true? Is this right? That it only sold... Has the Xbox consoles only sold like 1 million consoles? I know I'm in the middle of playing Kirby, but that's like... That is... that's true. Hold on, I gotta fill my water bottle. My mouth is agape with this information. Okay, hold on. Okay, now this says 34 million. That makes more sense. Okay, so 34 million. Maybe I should have just checked this. Because, like, that would be like... They would have to stop making Xboxes, like, completely, if that was the case. I should just check the Wikipedia. Wikipedia's got updated information. Everything else is just very odd. Or maybe this is just in Japan? Now that makes sense. Xbox has never been able to get a hold of Japan at all. Okay, so let's see. Switch 2. Okay, so they're at 10 point. Whew, they're already at 10.36 million. Wow. Beat out the Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn. People do be loving that Switch too. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And every time they tried to make Xbox happen, it was just the you're never gonna make it happen, Xbox. Because yeah, they don't really seem to care for first-person shooters. And if they do, they're gonna play probably, I don't know, they're all playing battle royales now. A lot of people just probably, because we're in a consumerist economy, and right now the Switch 2 is the cool thing to have. At least it has games. Or are you commenting on people saying that there are no games? I couldn't tell if that was... I guess we're not... Man, the Atari 2600 outselling the Xbox Series is fucking crazy. That's a blow. God, the GameCube. I see where you're going with that, Liddy. God, yeah. And then the Switch is the number 3. So the Switch is definitely going to become the highest selling video game console. Like, no doubt. Especially when you combine all of the Switches together. Like, God, they need to sell 6 million more? God, the PS2 is crazy. Sorry, sometimes I look at game sales and I'm like, it's so fascinating. Yeah, I love my Switch too. I don't think there's, I mean, it's mostly just pricing. Like, that's the issue that, I don't think there's really an issue with the games. I haven't tried to switch to Pro Controller, so I don't know if that is justified necessarily. Because it is, well then that just comes down to the pricing again. I just remember with the sword, you can just charge up a hit and just kill them in a couple. Do I want the storm? No, I'm just gonna keep my sword. Swords are really cool, so it's hard to ever say like, no, I want something else more than a sword. But yeah, and, you know, having the GameCube games too, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, that's really nice. I think there's plenty of nice things about the Switch 2 specifically that Nintendo is just doing good marketing on. Because it's like, there will be people who are like, oh my god, what the fuck? There'll be people who, like, I just want to play Chibi Robo in a modern, you know, in a modern way because I really liked Chibi Robo. Maybe I'm supposed to get that. Nope, nope, I wanted to swallow you. Oh yeah, they want me to have the cloud. Okay. That makes sense. This is such a cute game. Yeah, they're doing a good job of hiding the collectibles too, because like, fuck, I'm missing a ton of stuff, I just know it. Yeah, the DLC being, like, on top of other stages is really... I'm not as bothered by it as I thought I would be. Because I cannot remember the original stages. Barely. Oh, I didn't get eaten by a crocodile. A crocodile. Doesn't really flow out of the tongue well. I agree with that, Liddy. I didn't even look up, honestly, anything about the DLC. I was just like, okay, I know that I should play it. I know that I should play it because God, there was something else. Oh yeah, there was the God of War DLC too. Yeah, there's just some additional content that I've definitely missed out on in the last year or two. Also, eventually the other Final Fantasy stuff that I'm gonna try to do, like the after years. But for now, I think just playing games that I find enjoyable is gonna be the best decision. Which is what you'd think I'd be doing all the time, but not always. Open to it now that we're actually back on Homestuck off of the Sleuther. But yeah, that'd be Monday or Tuesday, and it wouldn't hurt to get, not that I want to say that I want to wrap up Homestuck, because I don't feel like I guess I have no clue. I have no clue if I'm close or not. And again, it's more about the journey than the ending, but you know, because I assume that I'm like halfway. That's kind of the thought that I had, but I don't know if that's right. Halfway from the original ending, maybe. I know there's, you know, yeah. From the point where people say, yes, this is true Homestuck or whatever for like the 2008. Okay. That's kind of the thought, because then, not that I'm against playing, or not playing, well, it's sort of a video game in its own way. Yeah, and I guess it depends too on how much chat logs there are until the end, because I mean the chat logs are really what you know, slows it down a little bit. It wouldn't make sense if every page was like a full animation. That would be insane, but okay, well, that's good to know. But yeah, no, I'd be down to do a little bit more reading. Yeah, absolutely. Because I was like, there were several times with Homestuck where I'm like, oh, this should be, you know, like we'll do like 100 chapters, and then like 50 of those chapters are just, especially when he's fucking talking to himself in the fucking, oh my god. That shit was... That was a lot of words to say about him just, like, monologuing at himself from the past to the future. But, yeah. Yeah, the memos. The announcements, yeah, whatever. He's... it really was a lot. A lot to fucking read. Washed away at the Cement Summit. Yeah, I'll go for something else. I don't really like having that one, unless it's contextual. Can I... Oh. I'm gonna need the other one. Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, I'm excited to go deeper into the Homestuckerton. Because it seems like you had mentioned, that it is just, you know, we're kind of in, like, it feels kind of like, okay, we got the setup out of the way. You know all of these characters. You know what's going on. Like, we're introduced to everybody. Or, you know, the villains, because I feel like a lot of stories only really pick up once you sort of know who the villain is. Is this the extra area? Oops. No, I wanted to keep the middle. But yeah, having the sturdy foundation does a lot to keep the interest going. Oh no! And yeah, I mean, at the rate I read Problem Sleuth is what I'm sort of hoping is like a similar word count as what the next Homestuck stuff will be, because like Problem Sleuth wasn't really that much to read, so I was able to get like a lot out. Okay. Yep. God damn it. Oh, I was so close. Yeah, I'm very interested on how people react to streamers reading the post whatever they consider the original end content. Yeah. The conversations are fine. Yeah. And that's fine, it's just the hardest part is when they have those conversations, like, there's like 10 or 15 of the chapters is just the conversations, like, in a row. I think the in the row, which makes sense, I guess, contextually, because, like, you know, when you're speaking with someone, it can go for longer than just one chapter, but still. Oh, Rife, how is it going? is doing the Kirby Forgotten Land DLC because I played this. Man, it was a while ago. I think it's been a year? Is that right? Fucked up to think about. Yeah, no, Forgotten Land's good. I forget where I ranked it, but it was pretty high. I probably gave it an S. Do I still have that list? Let's see, list first. Not list first. Tier maker. Oh yeah, that's right. I only have half my list. I know that I have it on this stream, but yeah. Platinum Metal. Yeah, I definitely would have put it in Platinum Metal. Yeah, because there was like 4 games that I hadn't played. But then Planet Robobot and what's the one? How am I forgetting this now? Triple Deluxe. Triple Deluxe is like, I think it's my favorite Kirby game. But yeah, Forgotten. I don't know. There's like 6 or 7 Kirby games that are like full on like 10 out of 10s. Yeah, no, this is a separate game because most people who would have played it's the oddest part about some of the stuff Nintendo is doing is that they're adding DLC for games that are, when did this one come out? 2020? Okay. So it's not super old, but it is a while. Versus like Donkey Kong Bananas, where that's like they put out a bunch of DLC that you could argue whether or not it's actually worth it, but they put it out right away. But yeah, no, Triple Deluxe is I love the Triple Deluxe. I know some people say Planet Robobot is their favorite, which like Planet Robobot's probably like my number 2 anyway. But God, Return to Dreamland, that whole God, they're so good. I would still like to play Planet Robobot, or not Planet Robobot. What am I thinking of? Return to Dreamland Deluxe, just to see if there is any content that seems like I would be interested in it. I forget if it's just updated graphics, but ooh. Yeah, the Bowser's Fury one is especially strange, because, like, Bowser's Fury is, like, a totally different video game. It's like, I don't know, yeah, Nintendo has some very odd, DLC practices that, like, I don't even know how to quantify it. That is what it feels like, that's for sure. But yeah, right, for you, I know that you had mentioned that it was, you were gonna do a video on either Kirby or Bomberman, and you chose Bomberman, if I remember correctly. Have you played all of the Kirby games? Or you had mentioned something to that accord. I don't know if that was, if you took that seriously or not, but you know. Oh, I saw the golden fish and I said yes, I must play with the golden fish. Well, luckily he's not, because then you would be out of a job, Liddy. How long did Kirby take me? Like 2 months? I definitely did more with Kirby than I did with Bomberman. Like, Kirby I did at least get to the end of all of the games? I think the only one was the Tilt and Tumble. That was really not... It was okay, but yeah, not really I don't want to say not a playable game, because it is playable, but yeah. Oh, and then the cursed, yeah. The cursed, the really gimmicky ones. And again, there's nothing wrong with the gimmick, but those are like the canvas curse and stuff, yeah. Shit. I wish more of the Bomberman Land games have been translated, especially is the one for GameCube, the one that has like the dungeon crawler in it, because that's a lot of fun. I believe you, Liddy. I believe you. And I know that I could do it, probably, with not that much effort. But yeah, I would just have to maybe switch my camera back out for a little bit. We'll see, or I'll be off camera. That's fine by me. Let's get flame on here. I don't remember if I upgraded the little wheel thing. Oh shit. Now, if I put a PNG of me in the corner, I'll have to have you or John's brother draw a very, very, very bad furry version of myself. In a suit. That's how we'll get them. That's actually a little shady. A lot of the PNGs are fine, but, you know, I think that if I were to take it to the funniest conclusion, it would have to be a very poorly drawn one. Furima! I love how he's a little Dravacone. I'm too powerful. I'm gonna become my furry self. Oh, Discord kitten. My princess. You must escape from here before I get too angry. I'm about to go full mask off. Mm-hmm. Without drowning. Oh, yeah. Mess that up. Oh, look at him. He's a little icy guy. Hey, it's a crystal wild frosty. Breakable crystal. The stars are gathering, and the ceiling crystal has gotten one step closer to its original shape. Cool. Crossing Wandaria. Yes. Okay, what was I gonna check out? Oh yeah. It's gonna look. I think I bought all the power-ups. Don't remember for sure though. Oh no, I didn't. You don't have enough star coins. 5. So I only have 10 of those. Well, I could power up the gun. Is the sword the only thing that I... No, I don't even have the sword powered up all the way. Did I have anything powered up all the way? Did they add more power-ups? Interesting. Okay. I guess not new power-ups, but like another tier of power-up. Yeah, like that it's like, okay, we're going from level 3 to level 4. Yeah, I already did a lot of the fishing. Well, hello again. I trust you've made some progress in your star-saving quest. You must help them, otherwise the Star of Darkness will come back to life. Oh, by the way, while investigating the meteors raining down all over the world, I dug up some new figures, so I have to ask, are you interested in trading any star cones for figures? I got a new gacha machine. God, Nintendo is really ready to lay down their life to get kids addicted to gacha. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. I don't know if I need my starry coins for anything else. I should probably check that before I just waste all of my money, but I'll be right back. But I would love to know which anime. I heard about that. I did hear about how they're skipping a whole bunch. Which, like, didn't they just need, like, a season more? Yeah. Wasn't more than that. Do you think it would have been just, like, one more season, Lucis? Or would... Yeah, it's funny. I never finished Kaguya-sama, the manga. But I remember reading it, and then they switched... they switched publishers. So then it was like... they're like, we're continuing the story, but it's like a little different. We're like sort of rebooting the story, but we're also kind of not. Thought that was interesting. In America, in America. Get a bomb. Come on, bomb boy. Give me that bomb. Look at me. I'm a guy who bombs. Almost like... America is too controversial now, Lucis. I feel like I would need to see side to side for Kirby 2 on the Switch 2, which, like, obviously I'm playing it right now, but, like, honestly, Kirby, or Kirby 2, Kirby in the Forgotten Land on Switch 2 versus on the OG Switch, because this looks great, but I remember it also looking great before this, so I have a hard time. I don't remember there being any real performance issues. Yeah, but I liked Kaguya-sama. I thought Kaguya-sama was a lot of fun. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular show, so I don't know why they would just sort of say, like, okay, we're just gonna skip some. I know that there is a... It's hard because it's like, I don't even want to call it a trend necessarily, because the current situation in Japan is that, like, making an anime movie is much more profitable than making, like, an anime TV series, now that anime is, like, really, you know, fully global. And that happened with Demon Slayer, and now, like, I mean, it mostly just happens with Demon Slayer, which is very funny that people are like, oh no, we'll be able to do the same thing as Demon Slayer, and it's like, I don't know if we will, but... we'll see. Yeah, I suppose keeping it locked at a steady 60 FPS or... But yeah, no, I never watched the dub. I always thought the dub would be kind of hard to understand because they do a lot of puns, but that's good to know. Like, they do a lot of Japanese language specific puns. Let's see. Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2. What does it do? Upgrades. Differences? Yes, it is 60 FPS. A higher resolution when docked. So yeah. That's actually, I mean, that's pretty good. An additional 30 FPS. Yeah, it's hard because some games it doesn't matter a ton to have you know, a full 60. But it's not like it's ever going to be a thing you're going to complain about. Like, you're not going to say, like, oh, I have way too many frames right now. Like, more frames does just genuinely feel better to look at. I think I sort of lose it a little bit. Like I stop being able to appreciate it after 90. I think after 90, I'm like, I don't think I care. But I also don't play professional. I don't play games professionally. Which, you know, that would make sense. Like, that's when you'd want to have 400 FPS. Oh, shit. Oh. Thought I was sucking, but I was blowing. Yeah, that's the volleyball one, right? Haikyuu. Yeah, I mean Haikyuu is really popular. I don't know. Legitimately, I don't know nothing about Haikyuu. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking. No. Now again, the Japanese film industry is like, we just gotta make. They're doing the same thing that happened with like Marvel movies. That's like, okay, we have this property that we need to make money off of so bad. Okay, I'm done with this fucking mom. So what can we do? What kind of anime movie can we make to make a shit ton of money? And so it's like, what are our most popular franchises? And then it's like, okay, Haikyuu. All right, let's do that. Kaguya-sama. Okay, let's do that. And it's hard because I don't blame them. Because, like, you know, companies want to make money. Gotta make that money, honey. I mean, I'd rather they, you know, everything got full adaptations. But... yeah, I still need to watch the second episode of Sentenced to be a Hero, because the first episode was really good, but I don't know. It could be one of those things where it's like the first episode is just really great because of the animation, and then it sort of dips down and becomes more generic. I don't know yet, but see. That's true, and Haikyuu is definitely one of the best-selling manga of all time. It's funny too, because like you could make multiple movies, you know. Like, I don't see why. I mean, there's got to be in 100 chapters. There's gonna be at least a couple movies worth of content, I would think. Then again, I don't know nothing about no Haikyuu. But in between the movie that had happened and where they're gonna end it, there's 100 chapters. Like, long-running manga are crazy because they'll be like, oh, there's still 100 chapters within this, and you're like, okay, there are some stories that are 100 chapters start to finish, having like like Hell's Paradise. Yeah. They could decide on what's actually important to do. I don't know if does Haikyuu have a lot of content that feels unnecessary, or is it pretty much all of it is really like, because I've never read the manga. Yeah, or do an OVA in between. That might be a good idea. That's like, I'm still really confused that Undead Unluck had a OVA produced. It's very bizarre because like, did they release that in theaters? It's like a 45-minute episode. Very strange. I guess I wouldn't be against that in the future if companies wanted to, anime companies wanted to like, hey, we're making the TV specials, you know, and we're gonna do that more often. So that like it could play in theaters, or you know, that there's just more options, I guess, to watch it. Instead of having to produce full seasons of anime every time. Yeah, the music's so good. Kirby music, I think, again, I really like Ys music. I don't think Ys is quite as listenable to in the car. I do think that shit's pretty rockin' though. And then Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy's got some amazing music, but Kirby's definitely the most listenable to music. Yeah, I really like the first episode, so that's good to know. Yeah, because I was watching it with my wife, so, you know, getting my wife to watch anime, that shit's gotta be fucking fire. So, it's gotta, it has to improve, or else I'm gonna start watching it on my own. Yeah, I watched, I still think it's Tojima-san Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. That show's a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd recommend a straight woman to watch it, because there's a lot of booba. But, God, that one is, it's just so funny. And, like, it just makes me think, like, man... It reminds me of like being a kid and like wanting to be a superhero, you know, like before, you know, all the DC Marvel stuff happened, and I know that maybe that's just something people grow out of naturally, but well, I mean, not every person, but like I remember being younger and like wanting to be like, thought it'd be cool to be Batman or whatever, you know. And the idea that like you, oh god, it's good. Hold on, let me pull up a clip. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. Transformation. Tackle transformation. Wow, Google, you're really coming in here with the pervious fucking part of the thing. I have to show it because I can't, like, it's... Alright. Okay, so there's the main guy transforms, and there's the other woman when she transforms. So that's the transformation. So I don't know. Maybe it's not anything. Maybe I'm making a big deal of it. I've heard it. I mean, I heard of it. I saw one of the anime creators talking about it. Or not anime creators, the YouTubers. Yes, she transforms, or transforms, she changes costume like every episode. Maybe I should have been the monkey. Like I remember liking the hammer more. Again, it's a lot of fun, and I wish it wasn't there, honestly, because I think it's a fun enough show that my wife maybe would be cool with watching it, but like, I can't fucking justify that. She'd be like, what the fuck are you trying to get me to watch? I'm like, you know what? Nothing. Nothing. And that's crazy, because like, this game, or the DLC isn't that long, at least from what I looked up, but... Unless you 100% it, but then, you know... I guess that just depends on how skilled you are at 100%ing Kirby's. That's sick, especially for the stages being like in the same locations. Do I want to go up or... The sign's pointing up, but I kind of want to check out this way. Sometimes it's hard to tell which is the right way and which is the wrong way. It's like, no, I want to go the wrong way. Okay, yeah, that's definitely got to be. Yeah, that hit a checkpoint. Yeah, and I'm down with remixes. Again, it just sounds so nice and like it's chill when it needs to be chill, and it's high intensity when it's high intensity. Like, you know, some games like they only sort of change their music for bosses, or I don't know, the whole stage feels way too intense. Like, no, this feels exactly right. What is that over there? Can I go that way? No, probably not. Hey. Oh, that's fun. Love that. Love when the OG people can come back. And being a freelance music artist must sort of be like the dream. Like, you just get popular enough where like you can just pick and choose whatever you want for your craft. Like, I guess that's the dream of a lot of people, is just to be able to freelance, you know, but still. Is there something over here? Oh yeah, there's just some popcorn. That's a lot of DJing. DJ, turn that music up. Oh, there's stuff behind here. How smartly designed, where they just reward you with just like little things like that. So nice. Hey, man, cleared that whole one. Yeah, absolutely loses. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking of. But then it's like the main theme is like, oh, just a little too intense. I mean, which I love intense main themes too if it matches the vibe of the game, but sometimes we can just be like a little melancholic or like, just listen to those bugs. No guitar, just a little bug. Like, beautiful. Beautiful to just put that in a game and not have it be like, oh, and it's still going even when the ghost showed up. Like, it didn't explode as soon as the ghost showed up. Kind of a haunting ambiance. Yeah. Oh, man. Kingdom Hearts. Oh. That's a tough one. I brought that up semi-recently that I'm like, Kingdom Hearts is so tough when it comes to music because it's Disney music, most of it. Yeah. I mean, I do love it though. I don't know. That's tough. Yeah, they could have definitely done more situational music in Kingdom Hearts, but, you know, PS2 was right around that time period where they had more memory for music, but they were using full songs instead of, like, they weren't compressing anything. And they didn't need to compress stuff in the same way, so it wasn't, like, bit crushed. Which I do think ended up causing, like, I don't know. I think there was things that they could have done with the music that they chose not to because the disc was able to hold it all. Like, there wasn't as many limitations. And sometimes that can be a detriment. Yeah. I feel you on that one. hit me, you son of a gun. Ah. Yeah, it would be weird if... I guess I don't know how weird it would be. Like, could you just cut out Tarzan? Or does Disney now own the rights to Tarzan? Because if you told me that Disney, like, was just gonna buy the right, or they purchased a company that owns Tarzan and then now they own it, I would be like, yeah, that sounds right. I don't know, Tarzan was actually purchased by Paramount in 2024, and then it was purchased by another company in 2024, part 2. Yeah, I think story-wise, it's not fully necessary to keep Tarzan in. It is funny, though, to fight Clayton. Like, you're just fighting, like, a guy with a shotgun. Very, very funny. Just beating him with a fucking giant metal key. Yeah, I think replacing it with a different world could work. It would just have to be a classic Disney world. I think, like, the Jungle Book, maybe you could do. I know that was one they wanted to do anyway. So that wouldn't be horrible. Because the problem with doing a modern one, especially to replace a world in Kingdom Hearts 1, is that, like, they don't... Oh god, I think a complicated story might not fit well in the first game's vibe. And then the simpler ones sort of do. And there was no Princess of Heart. There was no Princess of Heart in in the Tarzan world. The Star Wars world thing, they're talking about it. There's a lot of rumors and speculation that is going to happen, but we'll see. Am I like 100% against it? No. Do I think that'll be kind of annoying? Sure, but, you know, what Kingdom Hearts world isn't a little annoying? Oh yeah, I can just keep spraying with water. Okay. That's true, Lucis. They could replace it with... Who didn't get a world in Kingdom Hearts 1? I don't even remember. Suppose I could just jump down to go to the next one. Yeah, then the problem with doing either of those worlds is that Birth by Sleep covered those. Sleeping Beauty, I think, would be the one you'd have to do, because Birth by Sleep didn't go to Aurora. It was in, fucking the mobile game. And it would kind of work with, there we go. Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Birth by Sleep did all of them. Yeah. Can't believe I forgot that. Because, of course, that's where Maleficent is. Yeah, I don't know what you would do. It would have to be like a random other one. I could stick by the Jungle Book. I think you could make that work, because then you got another like jungle theme. You could kind of reset it a little bit. Yeah, my final answer, Jungle Book. And then it would be an interesting homage to the it's hard because I know that time is supposed to work differently, but it man, the whole thing is very confusing. Kingdom Hearts, like, the time on planets really doesn't add up. You actually just have to like be like, it's fine. They reference it and they mention it, and it's, for my taste, as long as they address it somehow, I'm fine with it. And they did. They do. So that's fuck. Oh fuck. Ah. Okay, whoops. Shit. Okay, there we go. Kingdom Hearts. Some people were speculating that this year is the year of Kingdom Hearts 4, which I honestly don't even know if I want Kingdom Hearts 4 to release. Like, I do, but like also I kind of don't. That's fair. If we just got some news, that would be pretty good too. Oh, fuck! Oh, God. There we go. Oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's the question. We just gotta get some new information about it. I'm tepidly excited for it. Very tepidly excited. I'm like, man, I want it, but I also do not want to be too selfish. I do really hope we get a new God of War. Oh, God. Whoops. An announcement on the new God of War. Yeah, there's a lot of gaming franchises that are kind of up in limbo. But thank goodness we got a new Mario Tennis. That's just me shitting on tennis games. That's not really fair. I just don't really care for sports games. Yeah. It just popped into my head because I was like, man, what? The craziest series for me to play would honestly just be like all the Maddens. Like, I just don't even like football. Just to play like 35 Madden games. That's right, there's the TV series. Fuck, I forgot about that. Dun, 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 dun. I saw that cast Kratos. I don't know. It's gonna... I hope the show is, like, crazy violent. Because, like, that's the only... Let's see. God of War TV casting. Ryan Hurst as the lead role of Kratos, with Teresa Palmer joining as Phoebe Sif. What did IGN actually write down? Yeah, I recall that too, Lucis. I don't remember what it was in regards to about him getting some shit from the developers, or... Yes, I watched Malcolm in the Middle. It's funny, I had never finished... Well, I finished Malcolm in the Middle on Netflix when it was like in 2010 or whatever, when Netflix actually had every show. The last episode is like crazy. Yeah, Lucis, I can't recall if the reason he was being mean, or, you know, being mean, quote unquote, to fans was... I thought some people were being racist towards him. That's what I feel like I remember, but I don't. Yeah, I'll probably stop after this one. Just because I should go to bed, but... Yeah, I have no clue either. The voice actor for Kratos is black. Oh, yeah, but I suppose I need snow. Shoot. See if I can get some ice powers. Do the penguins have ice powers? Oh, they do. Okay. I guess I just think of these guys when I think of the ice powers, and then I'm like, is there guys? These other guys have something. Got a little something, something for me. Got a little something, something for Papa. Yes, Bill. I got a whole lot of something, something. Oh, that's right there, Donnie boy. You know, some people are making some straight up Yuri of Donald Trump and his big boy lover Bubba. You know what they say? I love Bill Clinton, but he's a scornful lover. He's a scorn when you know, he doesn't call you back. And then he keeps talking about his bitch wife. And I say, Billy boy, just leave her. We can have such a good life. The shit. We live in just the weirdest. Although I guess, you know, this is me talking about the history thing from a while back. If you do look at history, crazy shit just did be happening all of the time. Like, stuff I think we're just back to that. I think we're just back to, like, yeah, there was a guy called Vlad the Impaler, and he just, like, stabbed and impaled like 10,000 people on pikes, you know? Like, I think we're back to it. We're in full-on peasant days, you know? Yeah, fuck them. If anyone is a pedophile, they should go to prison. That's it. Yeah, because we had a lot of financial situations happen in the U.S., but we didn't have, like post 9/11, we didn't really have that much going on. And there's the war in Iraq, but you know, that didn't really affect people as much as, like, the Israel one, even though it was just as horrific, but, like, there was definitely differences. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people got to grow up in a generation where, you know, we didn't necessarily have, like, everything was good. Because, like, we had the nuclear war scare in the 80s. Which is really real. I mean, there's no... That could happen at any time. Yeah, no, yeah, it was calmer. It was the calm before the storm. And then God, really just the post 2020, or 2020 and then after, it just became, we're just back to it. We're back to history's greatest villains, World War II, Gestapo, all that. My wife attended a seminar and I listened in because she's like, thought there'd be some good information. That was like 2 hours long. Or it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes long. And it was just about like the situation and what to do with ICE, especially at the clinics. And it's like, yeah, it's just like we're living in a timeline where like you need to attend a seminar to figure out what to do if ICE comes to your clinic, because the hospital and the clinic administration are literally doing nothing, and they are not telling anyone how to deal with ICE. They are unwilling to come there if ICE does show up. Like we're in like full like 17th century France kind of bullshit. Yeah, people weren't thinking about Nazis the same way. There was just that really, 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 really stupid in hindsight thing where it's like, that's the way to lose an internet argument, is if you call someone a Nazi. And it's like, okay, but you say that, and then that's almost normalizing Nazis, because then it's like you say that you can't call anyone a Nazi, and I think that honestly did more damage than we would all care to admit. That there was a period of time where it's like people were literally being Nazis on the internet. They would get called Nazis, and then like those people were like, you can't call us Nazis. That's not, you can't do that. That's wrong. So then people were like, okay, I don't want to lose an argument. And then, yeah, because there were people who were like being like, okay, I don't like ketchup on my fries. And they'd be like, well, you're being a Nazi. That is a bridge too far. But I think the way that we handled it going the other way was not good. Oh shit. No, I want this one. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. People would be, they would say stuff like racist. They would just say racist stuff. And they'd be like, you're being a bit of a Nazi. And it's like, no, I just think that immigrants shouldn't be alive and that we should kill all the Muslims. I forgot that was called Godwin's Law. Like, the anti-Muslim stuff is fucking, oh boy. But you see, if you're Muslim, then you deserve to have Nazi stuff happen to you. Because it's a different religion than Christianity. Fuck ICE. Did you see me, mommy? I said fuck ICE on the Twitter. Like, hey man, people are fucking dying, my guy. See, and that's the problem, is that with like the Godwin's Law, that we started, and there was like that massive influx of video games that were all about World War II and how bad Nazis were. I think we were inundated with Nazi stuff. I think we were, there was just this huge thing where everyone just was like fully in. The Inglourious Bastards came out, like everyone was like, okay, Nazis are bad, but it got oversaturated. So I feel like being a Nazi got a little bit more normalized, because it was just not, they were, see, I'm with you. Nazis were funny. Nazis are funny. But unfortunately, the consequence of having Nazi stuff in all of your media is that it sort of minimizes the things that they did. Because stupid people were like, well, I'm hearing about this Nazi stuff. He doesn't seem like he was too bad of a guy. I don't know how many times nowadays I see someone who's like in a high position of power say, oh, well, Hitler wasn't really like a bad guy. He just like got a little overzealous. Yes, that's true. It's you have to oversaturate. The murderers thing is crazy. I was never on board with the idea of like sexualizing murderers. Like that's weird. I thought it was interesting as a child, but I was a very morbid child. But when it started being like like you could turn on like daytime television and find like 18 shows about just like this person murdered their wife, and it's like and that's just it. It's just a bunch of shows like, can you believe this guy murdered his wife? And I think that desensitization. That's the word I'm looking for. We got desensitized to Nazis. We get desensitized to murder. We get desensitized to police brutality, especially with the shows like Cops and other propaganda. Like, hell yeah, Lucis, you gotta. Hell yeah, informative morning. Hell yeah, everybody. We are fully fucking in it. We are in the age of desensitization. And with TikTok, it's worse because now we have like people who are incredibly desensitized, but overly sensitive about just like the most insane topics. Like, people are like, I'm not political, so I don't want to get involved in this. But also, you said you're vegan, but I saw that you had a piece of egg on a salad in 2016. I think you should kill yourself. Like, what's going on? The internet is not alright. And I guess we've known that for a little while, but... I guess too, like, what do you even do about desensitization? Like, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you really can do besides, like, you would literally have to re-educate people. And Americans really do not care for education, so I don't know if that'd be a possibility. It's like something you assume, Liddy, but yeah. I didn't know, well, I guess I didn't know that he was directly in the KKK. Fuck, no, I fucked it up. Shit! God damn it. Well, that's crazy too, because like that's like really soon after the war when we were at full anti-Nazi propaganda. I mean, in a good way, and then propaganda can be used positively. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It is. Yeah, life is strange. I guess that was pretty normalized at the time. I mean, it was very normalized. Who am I kidding? It's like it was treated as like the most normal thing was to be incredibly racist towards black people. Slavery was like 100 years ago. You guys just need they just need to pull themselves up by them bootstraps. I remember hearing that in elementary school. Okay. Let's see. I'll go back to the main area quick. Oh, yes, Lucis. It is to make fun of that idea. You cannot pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. That, like, it literally does not make sense. It's like, it is something, it's like the justice is blind thing, which is insane that was them making fun of the idea of justice being blind, because justice should not be blind. That's like, you have to understand context when it comes to existing, especially in court cases. I said existing, but participating in court cases. Like, there is context. You cannot just go. That's why, like, you're judged by a jury of your peers and not just like, God, so insane. Like, yeah. Companies are run by really, really dumb people who misremember things and then just make that their corporate motto because they're rich and they want to justify the reasons that they're rich. Like, every time I've heard stuff about where I've said, oh, is there a new one? Oh, no, it has a cute Kirby face on it. That's cute. What was I gonna say? That the saying that Jesus said, that a rich man, it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than, like, it. Oh my God, I gotta fucking look it up. A camel, a rich man will get into heaven as easy as you can thread a camel through a needle. And then people just take that expression. They're like, actually, he was talking about a specific road in Egypt where it's called the Thread. So it's difficult to get a camel through there, but, you know, it's not, he wasn't saying that it's impossible to get into heaven while being rich. And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying. Also, not a real guy, but, like, that's not the point. Like, you get... Okay, let's see. I can upgrade the sword. That's just science. Science, bitch. Yeah, I think I'd go for the sword. It's the one that I feel like I use the most often. I can also go for the hammers. What Where's the hammers at? Yeah, I'll go for the sword. That finishing attack is too powerful. Yeah, same loses. Same. Max attack power. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go! Oh yeah, I should try it on the dummy. Hasta la vista. Woo! Hell yeah. Okay, but yeah, I gotta go to bed. You're right. No, that's, I was gonna go to bed. Probably later in the night. I don't think it'd be during the day. I'm going to go to, All You Need Is Kill at 4:30 tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. All You Need Is Kill. That's the one with the, yes, and I'm going to a protest on Sunday. So, Sunday protest, Saturday movie, and then I gotta get some stuff done for the Thailand trip. But yeah, otherwise, I hope it's a very good weekend. I hope I see nothing horrible on the news. That's my hope. All right, well, I gotta get the prostating. Gotta protest the prostate. No prostates in my country.